What's going on, YouTube? My name's Clayton. This is going to be my first time being on video for my new YouTube channel. I am AV obsessed. I'm so AV obsessed that when I saw the announcement for these new JBL affordable speakers, I ordered them the first day that they were available to be ordered. So I could check them out, do an unboxing, do a review. I'm probably going to do a comparison to some other fairly popular speaker that people who do YouTube reviews have been touting around as some of the best budget speakers on the market for a long time. So stay tuned for that, unless you hate my face, and then don't come back to my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna do an unboxing. I have already pulled these out, so the tape is already cut. Oh no, oh my God. And also unboxings, I know they're so like 2010, but we're gonna do it anyways. So these come double boxed, which is nice because then there's a much better chance that they're going to show up at your house undamaged. So the first thing that you get when you open up the box are the grills. So they come wrapped in the nice little like foam wrapping paper type stuff here. Now these speakers are available in two different colors. There is espresso and there's latte. I got the espresso color. And when you get espresso, that means you get a dark brown cloth grill. And something kind of interesting about them is the fact that the JBL logo on here is actually printed on the cloth with like a rubbery material. It's kind of similar to like sportswear where they print like, you know, the Puma or Adidas or Under Armour logo with just like rubber that they lay onto the cloth. That's what that is very similar to. I feel like this is kind of a, hey, younger people, look at how cool these speakers are kind of thing. And then another thing that's interesting about the grills is the fact that the frame for the grill is plastic and it's orange, which is kind of out there. And if you actually use these grills when they're on, you can see that orange edge when you're looking at the speakers from the side, just as a little bit of extra style and flair. So I never run the grills, but I will show you what they look like when they're on. So next thing we're gonna do is pull out, this is the nice, soft, flexible foam that's not gonna just break as soon as the shipping carrier drops the speakers for the first time, so that's kind of nice. We'll pull out one of the speakers here, and then I'll close the box up a little bit so I have a surface to set them on. Okay. So, that's my kid over there making noise, but he's playing online with people, so I'm not going to stop him. So they come in the nice cloth bag to keep them from getting all scratched up in shipping. So, here's your first look. Unless you've watched somebody else's YouTube video, but you know, that's the thing with YouTube. There's a lot of people making videos. So from the front, all you can really see is the black faceplate, front baffle, whatever you want to call it, the horn with the next gen HDI waveguide, and the tweeter in there is a 1-inch anodized aluminum dome tweeter. And then the 5 1/4 inch paper pulp woofer. That tapping on the woofer makes it sound like these speakers would make a lot of bass. We'll see when I actually hook them up and use them. From the side, you can see the espresso finish is what they call this. It's basically just like a dark, like almost dark stained walnut veneer. It's not real wood veneer, but it's nice. Like it's actually got a pretty nice texture to it, and all of the corners are really nice. None of them are like peeling or anything like that. When you get some of the really cheap speakers with the really cheap veneer on the sides, the corners are like very noticeable and like not quite peeling, but you can feel how they cut the vinyl and it's just like a sharp corner. These aren't like that. This material reminds me of like higher end cabinetry in like kitchens and houses. It's not high end speaker material, but it's good cheap speaker material, and these are cheap speakers. And then you'll also notice that the front baffle stands off of the speaker, like it sticks out past the rest of the cabinet. Has a little bit of an extra style thing going on there. And then on the back, you got your pretty standard 5-way binding posts. They don't feel like anything super high quality, but they don't feel like cheap garbage either. And you could put banana plugs in there. And then, let's see, what else can I show you? At the bottom, they actually have a separate little plinth, I guess you would call this, so that the speaker isn't sitting directly on the faux wood veneer here. And yeah, they're not bad. Let me pop one of the grills on. They are magnetic, so you don't see any magnets, you don't see any screw heads, anything like that. It's a nice, clean, modern finish. I'm keeping that in there because I'm going to do as little editing as possible because I'm just such a small person right now, just trying to get a start on YouTube. But that's what the speaker looks like with the grill on. And it's a pretty clean look, but from the side you can see that orange of the grill's frame there, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the bookshelf. They make 2 different versions of this bookshelf speaker. They make this one, which is the 5 1/4 inch version, so that's the 250B, and then they make a 240B as well, which is a 4 1/2 inch woofer version. I wish they would have made a 6 1/2 inch woofer version as well, but you know, they're trying to make this line kind of simple because the way that all the other advertising I've been seeing about these speakers is it's kind of like they're trying to appeal to first-time home theater people. So maybe creating more speakers would have been too confusing for the people who haven't shopped for speakers in the past. So that's kind of what I'm guessing is the reason why they went with only the two different bookshelf models, 2 different floor standers, 2 different subwoofers, 1 Atmos height module, and 1 center channel is what you can get for this line of the JBL Stage 2 series. And then they have them, like I said, in this espresso finish where you get the dark wood veneer on the sides and the black front baffle. And then if you get them in latte, you get a light tan grill, and then you get light wood veneer on the side and a white front baffle. Those actually look pretty flashy in my opinion, which is why I went with the darker color. I always like to whenever I'm in a store, I tap on the top, tap on the sides, just because then you can hear how well built the cabinet is. These seem like some pretty decently built little speakers for $400 bookshelf speakers. So I'm going to be interested to see how these things stack up to what I'm probably going to do is a comparison to the Klipsch RP600M, because that's the only other pair of bookshelf speakers that I have in the house right now for testing. They cost quite a bit more than these, but they're also super popular. So if these at $400 can come close to competing with the Klipsch's at $650, that will be an interesting thing to see. So that's probably going to be my next video, so stay tuned.